What's a sentence you use to set a boundary that's firm but not harsh? That's a great question. There's probably, there's probably like 2 to 3 sentences I use. Like I'll say something like, "Hey, that doesn't work for me, but here's what does." And so some of that is just acknowledging. I want to acknowledge people's requests, but I also want to be clear in how I'm declining it, but with a redirect. So it's not just like a cold no. Another sentence I'll use is I'll say like, I really want to support you well in this. And in order to do that, I need to be honest with you about what I can and can't handle or carry or manage right now. This one is, especially when I'm close to someone and it's a relationship I want to protect, it's a relationship I want to invest in. And so part of the framing for me is like, it's intended to be an act of care, and not like something I'm rejecting. Another one I use is I'll say like, I've thought about this and I really don't think I'm the right person for that. But again, I'll also say what I think would actually help here is, and I'll give an alternate. So that one I use a lot. I do have to do that a lot in my consulting practice where someone brings something to me that, especially if it's a client that I have recurring work with, and I'm like, that's just not quite the right engagement for me. So that's one that I'll use to decline a potential mismatch in a client opportunity. And for me, it like, you know, it's done in a way that I don't feel guilty about, calling out the gap and again, redirecting with help. And I have found like people are really, they receive that really well. So I'd say if you look at all of them, there's sort of a bit of a common theme. And that is like, I don't apologize for the boundary. So that's one thing. I, want to bring a level of clarity to the reasoning, but I also am not trying to explain my boundary. And wherever possible, I want to be able to redirect so that the relationship stays intact. So they see me as a resource, even though I may not be sort of fit for purpose for that particular request or engagement.